Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Here we go. White 90.
Looking to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Fielded just inside the 20. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now let's go.
2nd down, Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brown. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. To throw, Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wolf. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. A first down carry here for Johnson. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Detroit! Hey. Gun!
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Dumping it off for Johnson. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them. But that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Gun!
From the gun, Mayfield. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he gets it down to the 32. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Play fake. Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Bell so light on his feet. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. They'll look to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A nice gain of 21 yards.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll go option to the short side. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Brown. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here we go!
They'll drop the throw. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They begin the drive with Johnson. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. A give to Bell. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Christian Kirksey with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. I got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Wolf. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
And the Steelers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They pitch it out to Johnson. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield underneath for Johnson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First down, Mayfield. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown as a Cleveland Brown. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination, but they find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll look to throw here. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big. That's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
They'll give it to him up the middle. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now they try the right side here. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are even at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Being chased out left. He's going to let one, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Mayfield down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Mayfield looks to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. In for the score. And the Browns have moved out in front.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, twisting away. Oh, good move. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And he'll go on the ground. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Throwing, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wolf. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Mayfield to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him a gain of 38. Mayfield showing why he was the #1 overall pick. He's got the Browns on the move, 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Detroit! Detroit!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Deron Harmon makes the tackle. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. On third down, Mayfield. Got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Here's Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now a handoff. Johnson. And shoving his way inside the 35. 20. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Check. Watch you now, Barney.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Duke Johnson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Michael Kendricks in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now, standing just about on his own goal line. And taken right at the 35. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. That time they were looking for the former Auburn Tiger, Ricardo Lewis. And it's 3rd down.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd down and 12.
Now let's go. 3-19.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Over.
He's going to get it running right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a decent gain on the ground. Call it 6, but it still leaves him with a ways to go on 4th and goal.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Spinning away. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll run it with Johnson. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They'll set up a throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Fighting him off, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Hot.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Alert, alert. 3 out. Hot.
And they will take a knee here. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Cleveland, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. They'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh,